I'm here in the West Building in the room booth 2464 with Matthew Mayer. Matthew, how are you?
Good, how are you today?
I'm great. Tell me what we see in the booth here today.
Well, RÖHM has many new and innovative products on display out of our 10 product lines. One of our first new innovative products is our RKE vise, which is a CNC machine center vise. And the benefit of this vise is that we always get a consistent clamping force on the workpiece. Typically in the industry, when the operator clamps on the workpiece, they get various distortion on the part depending on how hard they clamp on the workpiece. With the new clamping intensifier, the operator can get consistent clamping forces every single time he clamps the workpiece. So with the dial here, you can have 1 ton of clamping force, 2 tons of clamping force, all the way up to 4 tons or 8,000 pounds of clamping force.
So would you use that for different products? Different materials?
Exactly, yeah. So depending on how hard you want to clamp on the workpiece, how heavy the workpiece is, or how heavy of a machining cut you're going to take, you may want to get higher clamping forces on different varieties of workpieces. But with the clamping intensifier, it enables the operator always to get a consistent clamping force on the workpiece.
Okay, so what do we have right here?
So this vise is ground on all 6 sides, and the benefit of that is you can actually stack 2 of them together or 4 of them together to create a tombstone out of the vise versus purchasing a tombstone and mounting the vices externally on the tombstone. The vise itself will actually create a tombstone once you bolt the 2 or 4 vices together.
So then we have another type of vise right over here.
Yes.
Tell me about this one.
So 5-axis machining is becoming more and more increasingly popular in our industry. Trying to do shorter run jobs, hit all sides of the workpiece in the same setup or clamping. And so our new RZM vise gets the workpiece up high off the table so you avoid machine tool interferences with the table and the headstock of the machine. So it sits the part up nice and high, and we can clamp on just 2.5 millimeters of the workpiece.
Wow, so is that new for this year?
It is new for this year. It's actually a couple of months old. We've only had it out now since this summer. And one other feature it has is it always brings the workpiece on center, so it's a centering vise. That's really important in a 5-axis application because typically you're always programming off the center of the machine table.
Okay, well let's go see what's next.
Okay. So this is our new LVE pneumatically actuated chucking package, primarily used in the oil and gas industry. And the benefit of this is it centers the pipe out front in the machining area. So there's 3 arms come out and grab the pipe and bring it on center, and then the 3 jaws come in and compensate. It's a compensating chuck to compensate for any out of roundness. It's very important in the threading operation for oil pipe to lay down a clean set of threads. Nobody likes a leaky oil pipe in the middle of the ocean, right?
No, definitely not.
So this also requires a rear chuck. And this chuck actually helps also keep the pipe on center and drive the pipe. And they're pneumatically actuated because it's not very possible to get the hydraulic systems on the machines once you have 2 chucks on the spindle.
So is this one of your larger chucks?
No, actually we make chucks all the way to 5.5 meters in diameter or nearly 18 feet in diameter.
Wow. So then we have sort of step 2 over here, correct?
That's correct. So the chuck swivels 180 degrees inside itself while the machine is spinning. This enables you to lay down both sets of threads on the same center line.
Okay. So we have one last thing over here.
Yep.
Let's go check it out.
So this is our latest product line, which is equipment, and it's basically servo-actuated cylinders to actuate the work holding for the workpiece. Most machines use a complete hydraulic system to actuate the workpiece. Those machine tools will consume about 14,500 kilowatt hours per year with the hydraulic system. Not to mention hydraulic systems also consume vast amounts of energy, but they also create noise, they generate heat, and they're one of the most prone failure systems on a machine tool.
So how is this different?
Well, this is electrically actuated with a servo motor, and it has a full rotary encoder on it. It's far more intelligent, and it'll reduce the machine's energy consumption down to about 600 kilowatt hours per year if you replace the hydraulic system on the machine. So machines that are using this today in Europe are considered to be green machines because they don't consume the petroleum products. It's a 95% reduction of energy consumption, and for most shops that have multiple machine tools, that's a huge savings and cost benefit over the years.
Absolutely.
We've been using these products in our own manufacturing processes for the last 3 years. We started with the development about 5 years ago.
So how is that decrease in energy consumption going to help the customers?
Well, the decrease in energy consumption will reduce their overall energy bills or cost per month and make them more competitive in the marketplace. Not only are they far more intelligent, they also are faster actuating than your typical hydraulic system. So, sometimes seconds can be critical in a manufacturing process. And if our customers can save 1 or 2 seconds cycle time in a process, this can add up over the years and save them, hundreds of hours potentially of production time.
Absolutely. It's very important. Well, thanks for talking with us, Matthew. Be sure to stop by the RÖHM booth in the West Building, 2464.